Hello everyone, it's Harry Sherrod here. Just want to talk to you today about flexible working after the pandemic. I've heard several people, including some lawyers, saying that employers are going to find it very difficult to turn down requests for flexible working when things return to normal. I disagree with that actually. I think that there's a big difference between the employee relations issues that may arise in that situation and the legal position. As far as employee relations go, it's fair to say that employees will be saying, I worked at home during the pandemic, I worked flexibly in the pandemic and that was effective, so therefore I have an expectation that you, my employer, should agree to a continuation of flexible working. But the flexible working regulations are actually pretty employer friendly. They do give the ability for any employee to make an application for flexible working, but it is only the right to ask, and the employer can say no. And the employer can say no on a number of grounds. I've just picked out a couple of them here. Additional cost. Now, the bar is set low for the employer on these criteria. The employer doesn't have to demonstrate there would be some astronomical cost if the employee worked flexibly or worked from home. Some level of additional cost, that's enough. And another example would be detrimental impact on quality of the service, detrimental impact on customer demand. Again, the employer doesn't have to show that there would be a very harmful situation for the business if the employee worked flexibly. As long as some kind of detrimental impact on quality or delivery of service can be demonstrated, that's enough. So certainly in their current form, the flexible working regulations have not changed and remain relatively easy for an employer to turn down requests for flexible working. If the person making the request is the mother of a small child, that is a more complex situation. That brings indirect sex discrimination into play, so that does need further consideration. But for the majority of people, like I said, the legal position remains that an employer can relatively easily turn down a request even though employees' expectations are pretty high. Now that's one subject, flexible working, that we will be talking about next Monday, the 8th of June at 1 o'clock. We're going to be running a webinar on all kinds of legal and practical issues on return to the workplace. So if you would like to join that webinar, please email sarah@sherrodlaw.com. Her email will appear on the screen in a moment. And I look forward to speaking with you on the webinar next Monday, 8th of June. Thank you very much.